This video exposes 10 scams, from fake psychic surgeries to wedding planners who vanish with your cash. Some will shock you. All of them can be avoided. Let's get into it.
We've all heard the phrase publish or perish in academia. The pressure to get your research out there is immense. But what if the very system designed to share knowledge is being exploited? That's the reality for many academics facing predatory journals. Imagine this: you're a brilliant researcher, you've poured your heart and soul into your work, and you finally get that acceptance email. But wait, this journal, it seems a little off. The website looks cobbled together, the editorial board boasts names you barely recognize, some even misspellings, red flags everywhere. But that nagging pressure to publish, it can cloud your judgment. You pay the hefty fee, see your work published, only to realize later you've been scammed. Your reputation takes a hit, your research is lost in a sea of low-quality publications, and the scammer walks away with your money. It's a cruel trick preying on the dedication and passion of those who dedicate their lives to expanding our understanding of the world. We love a good deal, don't we? A free coupon, a discount check, who can resist? But sometimes what seems like a harmless offer can be a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's the case with the promotional check scam. It arrives in your mailbox looking official, a check for a small amount, maybe $5 or $10, with a congratulatory note. You're a valued customer, it proclaims. You think, free money, why not? But hold on a minute. Buried in the fine print, hidden amongst the legalese, lies a trap. By depositing that check, you unknowingly agree to hidden terms and conditions, recurring subscriptions, unauthorized charges, the list goes on. Suddenly, that free money has cost you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. It's a classic bait and switch designed to exploit your trust and leave you feeling cheated and vulnerable. Remember, folks, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Hope and desperation can make us vulnerable, especially when it comes to our health. And scammers know how to exploit that vulnerability, preying on the sick and the desperate with promises of miracle cures. Enter the world of psychic surgery, a stage where charlatans masquerade as healers, performing elaborate illusions to deceive their victims. Imagine this: you're facing a serious illness, traditional medicine seems to be failing, and then you hear whispers of a miracle worker, a psychic surgeon who can heal with their bare hands. You attend a session drawn in by the testimonials, the chanting, the theatrics. The surgeon makes an incision, seemingly without a scalpel, then, with deft sleight of hand, produces what they claim are tumors or diseased tissue. You're amazed, hopeful, convinced you've witnessed a miracle. But the truth is far more sinister. These so-called surgeons are masters of deception, using animal parts, fake blood, and theatrical tricks to create the illusion of surgery. They prey on your hope, your fear, taking your money and leaving you with nothing but false hope and potentially a worsened condition. Ticket trouble, don't get taken for a ride. We've all been there, rushing to catch a train, navigating a foreign metro system, feeling a little lost. And that's when they strike. The public transport scammers, ready to exploit your confusion and desperation. Picture this: you're a tourist in a new city, unfamiliar with the language and the ticketing system. You approach a uniformed official looking for help. They examine your ticket, frown, and declare it invalid. You panic, worried about missing your train or worse, getting into trouble with the law. They offer a solution. Pay a fine on the spot, in cash of course. You hand over the money, relieved to have avoided a bigger problem. But the truth is, you've been scammed. These fake officials prey on tourists, using intimidation tactics and official-looking uniforms to extort money. They vanish into the crowd, leaving you with an empty wallet and a sense of betrayal. Rainmakers and empty promises, when hope comes at a price. From ancient rituals to modern-day charlatans, the desire to control the weather has always captivated the human imagination. But what if someone claimed they could make it rain, not for the greater good, but for a hefty fee? That's the premise of the rainmaking scam, a con as old as time itself. Imagine this: you're a farmer facing a devastating drought. Your crops are withering, your livelihood is at stake, and then you hear about a rainmaker, someone who claims they can summon the clouds and bring life-giving rain to your parched land. Desperate, you hire them, paying their exorbitant fees, clinging to the hope they offer. They perform their rituals, burn incense, chant incantations, and then, if you're lucky, it rains. The rainmaker takes credit, claiming victory over nature itself. But what if it doesn't rain? They have an excuse ready, of course. More money, more sacrifices, more time. The cycle of hope and exploitation continues, leaving you financially drained and no closer to a solution. The recovery room ruse, adding insult to injury. Falling victim to a scam is bad enough, but imagine being targeted again, this time with the promise of recovering your lost money. That's the cruel reality of the recovery room scam. A heartless con that preys on the vulnerable and the desperate. Picture this. You've been scammed, your savings wiped out, your trust shattered, you're devastated, wondering how you could have been so foolish. Then a glimmer of hope appears. You receive a call from someone claiming to be a law enforcement officer, a lawyer, or a government official. They know about your situation, they sympathize with your plight, and they offer a lifeline, a way to recover your stolen funds. All you need to do is pay an upfront fee, a processing fee, a court fee, a finder's fee, and they'll handle everything. You're hesitant, of course, but the thought of getting your money back is too tempting to resist. You scrape together the money, send it off, and wait for justice to be served. But the call never comes, the money vanishes, and you're left feeling even more betrayed and hopeless than before. Rental ripoffs. When your dream home turns into a nightmare, finding the perfect apartment or rental property can be a challenge, especially in today's competitive market. But what if that dream apartment turned out to be a carefully constructed illusion designed to steal your money and leave you stranded? That's the harsh reality of rental scams, a growing problem that preys on our desire for a place to call home. Imagine this. You're scrolling through online listings, searching for a new apartment. You stumble upon a listing that seems too good to be true. A spacious apartment in a desirable location, available at a fraction of the market rate. You contact the landlord, eager to secure this incredible deal. They're friendly, responsive, and eager to work with you. They might even have a sob story to gain your sympathy. They ask for a security deposit and first month's rent up front, often through a wire transfer or untraceable payment method. You hand over the money, excited to move into your new home, but when you arrive with your moving truck, you discover the truth. The apartment is either non-existent, already occupied, or in a state of disrepair. The landlord has vanished along with your money, leaving you homeless and financially devastated. The rip deal, a high-stakes game of deception. In the world of high-value transactions, trust is paramount. But what if that trust is shattered by a carefully orchestrated scam designed to relieve you of your valuables and leave you fearing for your life? That's the terrifying reality of the rip deal, a sophisticated con that targets businesses and individuals dealing in precious metals, gemstones, or large sums of cash. Imagine this, you're a jeweler, a collector, or a dealer in precious metals. You receive a call from a potential buyer, someone claiming to represent a wealthy investor or a foreign buyer with deep pockets. They're interested in making a significant purchase, offering a price that's too good to refuse. A meeting is arranged, often in a neutral location, to conduct the transaction. You arrive with your goods, your guard slightly up, but your hopes high. The buyer seems legitimate, their credentials check out, and they exude an air of wealth and sophistication. The deal progresses smoothly, money changes hands, and you leave feeling satisfied, believing you've made a profitable sale. But your satisfaction is short-lived. Later, you discover the truth. The money is counterfeit, the buyer has vanished, and you're left with nothing but worthless paper and a profound sense of violation. You know that feeling, right? You check your mailbox and find a package you weren't expecting. It's exciting, like a little surprise gift. But what if that gift came with a hefty price tag? That's the reality of the unsolicited goods scam, where scammers try to trick you into paying for things you never ordered. Imagine this, you own a small business, and one day, an invoice arrives for a bulk order of printer toner. The problem is, you never ordered any toner. You call the company listed on the invoice, and they claim you spoke to one of their representatives, even mentioning the name of someone who works for you. They demand payment, threatening legal action if you don't comply. This is a classic example of the unsolicited goods scam. The scammers often target businesses hoping to exploit busy schedules and the assumption that someone in the company must have placed the order. They might use publicly available information to learn the names of employees, making their claims seem more legitimate. But here's the thing, you have rights. According to the Federal Trade Commission, you are not obligated to pay for merchandise you didn't order. That's right, you don't have to pay for something you never agreed to buy. If you receive an invoice for goods you didn't order, don't panic. Don't give in to their threats. Instead, take a deep breath and document everything. Keep records of all communication, including invoices, emails, and phone calls. If the company continues to harass you, report the scam to the FTC and your state's Attorney General. The medical alert device scam, preying on fear and vulnerability. As we age, our health and well-being become increasingly important. We start to prioritize our safety and the security of our loved ones more than ever before. We want to feel safe and secure, knowing that help is available at a moment's notice. This sense of security is vital for our peace of mind and overall well-being. Sadly, scammers exploit these very real concerns, targeting vulnerable individuals, particularly seniors, with the medical alert device scam. They prey on the fear and vulnerability that comes with aging. Imagine this. Your elderly parent receives an automated call claiming that a free medical alert device has been ordered for them by a concerned family member or their doctor. The call seems genuine and trustworthy. The voice on the other end of the line sounds reassuring, emphasizing the importance of safety and peace of mind. It's designed to sound caring and professional. Your parent, touched by the gesture and concerned for their well-being, might be inclined to believe the call. They might feel grateful and relieved, thinking someone is looking out for them. However, this is where the trap is sprung. The seemingly kind gesture is nothing more than a ruse. The automated call quickly transfers your parent to a live operator, who then requests personal information, including their credit card details and social security number. They might use high-pressure tactics to get this information. They might claim it's just a formality to activate the free device or to cover a small shipping fee. The request seems harmless, but it's a dangerous ploy. But here's the truth, there's no free medical alert device. The promise of a free device is a complete fabrication. The scammers are simply using this tactic to gain access to your loved one's sensitive information. They are after personal and financial details. Once they have their credit card details, they start making unauthorized charges, often for exorbitant monthly monitoring fees. These charges can quickly add up. The victims, many of whom are living on fixed incomes, might not realize they're being scammed until it's too late. The financial impact can be devastating. They might be too embarrassed to report the scam or afraid of getting in trouble for sharing their personal information. This fear and shame can prevent them from seeking help. This is why it's crucial to have conversations with your elderly loved ones about these scams. Open communication can be a powerful tool in preventing fraud. Remind them to be wary of unsolicited calls, especially those promising free medical devices. Skepticism can be a valuable defense. Encourage them to never share personal information over the phone unless they've verified the caller's identity. Verification is key to protecting their safety and security. The wedding planner scam, shattering dreams and emptying wallets. Planning a wedding is supposed to be a joyous occasion, filled with excitement and anticipation for the big day. It's a time when couples come together to celebrate their love and commitment, envisioning a perfect day surrounded by family and friends. But for some couples, their dream wedding turns into a nightmare thanks to unscrupulous wedding planners who are more interested in lining their pockets than creating lasting memories. These planners exploit the trust and hopes of couples, turning what should be a beautiful experience into a devastating ordeal. Imagine this. You're a couple deeply in love, eager to celebrate your union with family and friends. You've spent countless hours dreaming about every detail, from the flowers to the music, and you can't wait to see it all come together. You stumble upon a seemingly reputable wedding planner who offers an irresistible deal, a free wedding in collaboration with a local media station. It sounds too good to be true, and unfortunately it often is. The catch? You need to solicit donations from the public, with the funds raised going towards covering the wedding expenses. This means reaching out to friends, family, and even strangers, hoping they will contribute to your special day. This is just one variation of the wedding planner scam. There are many ways these deceitful planners can take advantage of unsuspecting couples. In another common scenario, the planner asks couples to write checks to various vendors, such as caterers, florists, and photographers, who are essential to making the wedding day special, but instructs them to leave the payee field blank. This seemingly minor detail can lead to major consequences. They promise to fill in the names later, claiming it's a way to streamline payments and make the process more efficient. However, these seemingly harmless requests are often a smokescreen for something far more sinister. The planner's true intentions are hidden behind a facade of helpfulness and professionalism. In the case of the free wedding, the planner pockets the donations, leaving the couple high and dry with no funds to pay for their wedding. The couple is left devastated, their dreams of a perfect wedding shattered, and their trust betrayed. In the second scenario, the planner cashes the checks for themselves, leaving the vendors unpaid and the couple facing a mountain of debt. The financial burden can be overwhelming, with couples struggling to pay off debts they never anticipated. One heartbreaking example of this scam involves Caitlin Hirschberger Thace, a wedding planner in Kansas who preyed on unsuspecting couples through her company, Live, Love, and Be Married. Her actions left a trail of broken hearts and financial ruin. Thace used both of these tactics, exploiting the trust of couples and vendors alike, leaving a trail of devastated couples and angry vendors in her wake. The emotional and financial damage she caused is immeasurable. The emotional toll of this scam is immeasurable. Couples are left heartbroken, their dreams shattered, and their finances in ruins. The impact on their lives can be long-lasting and deeply painful. Vendors, many of whom are small business owners, are left out of pocket, having poured their time and resources into a wedding that never materialized. Their businesses suffer, and their livelihoods are put at risk. The ripple effects of these scams are far-reaching, affecting not just the couples and vendors directly involved, but the entire community. You've heard the stories, you've seen the tactics, and now it's time to take action. We can fight back against these scammers and protect ourselves and our loved ones. Don't let them win. Stay informed, stay alert, and stay safe.